Hello and welcome to this Unity tutorial, which is going to show you how to bring an asset from Blender into Mixamo and then finally into Unity to allow you to rig a character that you might download from another site like BlendSwap, for example. So first of all, let's log into BlendSwap and download a 3D character of your choice. Preferably find a model that's in a T-pose. If you haven't already signed up for BlendSwap, just register for a new account and you can download up to 20 free models per month. Open the blend file in Blender, delete everything except the character mesh, and remove the rig, the camera, the lights, etc. The only thing you want to be left with is the character model in a T-pose. Basically, we're going to use Mixamo to add the rig to the character, so we want to make sure that we only have the character model itself. So export your character model as a film box file, that's an FBX, from Blender by going to File, Export, FBX. You may also need to save any UV image textures that have been applied to your character by going to UV editing mode, and in the UV window in Blender, select the image texture and under Image, choose Save As, and save your image where you can easily find it later. Log into Mixamo and upload your character FBX file. It should appear in the window. Again, you may need to register a new account with Mixamo if you haven't used it before. If there's any issues with the upload, go back and double check that your blend file is clean and that you haven't accidentally left some objects behind that could confuse Mixamo. Once your character appears, click Next and you'll be taken to the Auto Rigger screen. Drag and drop the colored circles into place on your character into position at the chin, the wrists, the elbows, the knees and the groin. In most cases, selecting no fingers from the drop-down menu works fine. Click Next and Mixamo's algorithm will attempt to create a rig for your character. This should take a couple of minutes, depending on the complexity of your character model. If successful, you'll see a preview of your character animated. If not, you may need to go back to Blender and adjust the character mesh for better results, and then export as FBX again. Once auto rigging is complete, click Next twice, and you can then apply other animations. You can download your character with or without Mixamo animations applied, depending on what you want to use it for. Click Download and then choose FBX for Unity from the drop-down menu and then Download. Open Unity and choose Assets, Import New Asset, and import your downloaded FBX file. Click on the imported character in your Assets window. In the inspector, you'll see 4 headings: Model, Rig, Animation, and Materials. Select the Rig tab. Switch animation type from generic to humanoid and click Apply. If successful, you'll see a tick appear beside the Configure button. Drag your character from the Assets folder into the Hierarchy window or into the scene. Resize, reposition, and rotate if necessary. If you wish to make your character into an animated non-player character, you need to create a new animator controller for the character. Once you have the new controller created, apply it to the animator component on your character. Double-click to open the animator window and then drag in the animation file. If you want to loop the animation, duplicate it and create transitions between the first instance and the second instance of the animation. Or alternatively, click Edit and turn on loop time. Click Play to test the animation and your character should be active with the animation applied. If you wish to use your character to replace the Ethan third-person character controller in Unity, you simply need to replace the Ethan mesh with your new character mesh. Delete the Ethan model, then change the avatar of the third-person controller to your new character's avatar. And your new character should become the third-person controller. So this tutorial has been about downloading an asset from a 3D resource like BlendSwap, importing it into Mixamo to apply a Unity-friendly rig, and then finally bringing everything into Unity to use the assets in your game projects.